What a fascinating matchup. And can you imagine my reaction? We've just called the fight between Magomed Ankalaev and Jan Blachowicz. I'm on the post-fight set, and I hear in my ear that they're going to have a title fight between two other guys that hadn't competed that night 6 weeks later. Crazy backdrop, great main event. You know, Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill is one of the better athletes in this light heavyweight division. I think he probably has the best natural power of any light heavyweight right now. He's a willing grappler. He's an underappreciated grappler, but that's Glover Teixeira's world, man. So I do think Jamahal Hill has got to be very mindful of that. As confident as he is in his grappling, in his transitions, in his submission defense, I just don't think you want a floor fight with the ageless Glover Teixeira. So I really feel like what happened at UFC 282 last year has given us a lot of momentum building into this fight, and hopefully one way or the other, come January 21st, we actually have a UFC light heavyweight champ.
You always got to root for Teixeira. You know, he's just been journeyman in the sport, made some big things happen later on in his career, and so I just want to continue. And he's awesome. Every time you see him at any fights, he's just one of the nicest guys as well too. So that's what I'm rooting for.
Obviously, Glover's got the advantage in the grappling. We know what he does. One of the better jiu-jitsu practitioners ever in the history of UFC. So hopefully, I want Jamahal to win, but I understand that if it goes on the ground, he probably won't win. So I think Jamahal has better striking, better footwork, obviously younger, so he should have the better durability because he hasn't had as many fights and wars and whatnot. But I understand this one's going to be 50-50, so I don't have a prediction. But like I said, I hope Jamahal wins. So.
It's crazy, you know, it seemed like there was maybe some promotional reluctance initially to do a fourth fight between these two guys, but it just had to happen, right? It looks like maybe in the PFL with Larissa Pacheco and Kayla Harrison, you could get a fourth meeting as well, but these two were just meant to fight each other. It's a perfect series. It's a perfect matchup. If I was handicapping it or if I was betting it, I would just probably blindly take the underdog. Whoever had the plus money next to their name, I would probably take that. I think the interesting angle for me going into this fourth meeting, obviously the Deiveson-Figueiredo weight cut always bears watching, but I think he has sort of mastered that at this stage of his career. And then for Brandon Moreno, wholesale changes, at least as far as his head coach, right? It was Raul Arvizu, Team Entrim, then it was James Krause, and now it looks like it's going to be the general Safe Saud. I don't think you can do much better than Safe in terms of a coach on fight night, but I do think it's an interesting storyline leading into this historic fourth meeting.
Yeah, Figueiredo and Moreno, man, no one's ever fought 4 times. So it's these fights are always entertaining. I'm a huge fan of Moreno, so I hope he gets out there and gets it done. He's just one of my most favorite people on the roster. Great fight, and can't wait for it.
I don't know what to expect because I've never had that much octagon experience with one guy. Like, you know his speed, you know his reach, you know his power, you know everything about the guy. I think it's going to be more of the same. Excitement, a lot of high energy because they're small guys, you know, a lot of movement. Hopefully a finish. I kind of don't want to see another 25-minute war. I'd like for one of them to just put a stamp on it and get a finish.
If you're into thick boys, like, subscribe, comment, and God bless America. Well, that's not my big one. Just kidding.